roughly
4
minutes. Oh,
I mean, we try to keep them short.
Sure.
So people will watch the whole things.
Yeah.
But yours is an interesting product, so it may be a little longer.
Sure. Yeah, and if you ever want me to come back, if you want something to do, talk about the advocacy, I can always come back that another time. But
Good afternoon, and welcome to Uniquely Urbandale, brought to you by the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. I'm J. Michael McCoy, and each week we visit with some of the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce members, find out about their businesses, and help you to be better informed about what a great association for your business is the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. I want to introduce you to Corey Halfhill. Corey is the president of Central Iowa Vapors with 5 metro locations. He is also the president for the advocacy group for this industry, and it's called IFAST, which stands for Iowans for Alternative for Smoking and Tobacco. Corey, welcome. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Now, this is basically what we call vaping.
Correct.
All right. And I have a lot of friends that have taken this up, and it has, I would imagine it's really damaged the tobacco sales around this community and others, because there are a lot of people who are turning away from traditional cigarettes, cigars, to go to vaping. First of all, tell me what vaping is.
Vaping is just a different delivery system for getting nicotine into a person's body, and it more closely mimics smoking than any of the other traditional stop smoking or cessation devices like the patch, gum.
Sure.
With a lot less harmful side effects. So
now, so does every so I know you buy this oil. Is it called an oil?
It's actually called e-liquid. It's a glycerin based. It feels like oil,
okay,
but it's not actual oil.
All right, so it's a glycerin based, and you can buy all different flavors.
Correct.
Just I'm going to make it simple, but just kind of like ice cream.
Yeah, if you want to coin it that, yes.
31 flavors. At least.
Well, we have about 300.
300. Okay, there you go. You got Baskin-Robbins beat. Now, you said to deliver nicotine. Does every oil or product have nicotine in it?
That is a great question. No. People can transition their way down. Most of them, we start out, give them a guideline says to what they equivalently smoke per day.
If you smoke a pack a day, then you try to get you...
Right. Get them to what, most people would do. And if they think it's too much, then they can go down a little bit more. If they need a little bit more, they go a little bit higher. And but once they get kind of set and adjusted, then they can, slowly wean themselves down to a lesser amount. And then, of course, we have some that are zero nicotine. And so it's just... Then all they need to do is work on the hand-to-mouth fixation that a lot of people have the hardest time to break when they're using the patch or gum or what have you.
Yeah, they want to do something with their hand, and they want to do something with their mouth.
Right.
All right. So you said over 300 flavors and nicotine of different levels. Where is the glycerin manufactured?
A lot of it is manufactured. Most of it's manufactured in the United States. We try and buy from manufacturers that are also part of a group that are trying to work with the FDA that standardizes and puts. It's kind of been a self-regulated industry up until this point, and So we have some that are up in Minnesota, Michigan. They're all over, heavily in California, Los Angeles.
The delivery devices, that's really where there's a huge range also, correct?
Correct.
So if I wanted to check out vaping, what would be my least expensive, simplest system to my most complex, expensive system?
We have things ranging from, we could probably get somebody set up for about $20 all the way up to, we have a couple devices that are, in close to 1,000 or a little bit over.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of like the, pipe tobacco or a smoking pipe. They have a lot of very unique, custom created designs, and some of those get pretty pricey. So there's some people that really enjoy the artistic value of those and enjoy vaping on a device that they can actually talk about.
All right. Now, how much oil or glycerin do you sell at one time?
Most people, I'd say on average, sell or purchase a 30 ml bottle.
30 milliliter.
Yep.
All right. And how many times does that fill my vape machine?
It depends on the size of the tank, but most tanks are probably averaging around between 3 and 4 milliliters. So it can fill it up 10 to 15 times. Yeah.
What does that 30 milliliters cost?
Those range right around $17 to $22 on average.
Okay. And so on an average, they're less expensive than buying a pack of cigarettes.
Tremendously.
Yeah, just by the number of times you can use it. Plus, if I understand it correctly, if you light up a cigarette and you leave it in your ashtray, it's going to burn out. Vaping, that doesn't burn unless you're inhaling, correct?
Correct. And if people treat it more true to a cigarette, they're going to save a tremendous amount. A lot of people enjoy the flavor so much better than a traditional cigarette that they do use it a little bit more, but they just go down on the nicotine so they can just enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah. Now, what's your passion? Why did you get into this?
My wife and I, she got started on it first and was able to quit. I wasn't a regular smoker. I enjoyed cigars and doing that on occasion. But the taste was never very, the experience wasn't always good. So, and we just picked it up and a friend of ours was like, hey, let's open a store. And we just jumped right in and went both feet first, and we've just been running ever since.
Yeah, with 8 stores in all, and 5 of them here in the metro area. And the number one thing I guess I want to press is these are safe environments. These are professional businesses. I know there's a lot of people who sometimes, with any tobacco shop or liquor store or something like that, they question it. But your businesses are always clean, and you're ready to help a customer, not only kicking the habit, but picking up an opportunity to vape on themselves because it's an enjoyable experience.
Definitely. Our staff are extremely well trained. They've all been with us. Most of them have been with us for a very long time. We've got some new staff because we're constantly growing. But they've all been there. They've all been, smokers, and so they try and connect with the customer really well. And rather than try and oversell them on something, we try and put them in what they need. Our main focus is to try and help people transition off of traditional cigarettes and start vaping, mainly for the health benefits.
What's the most favorite brand out there? Is there one, or flavor, I guess I should say?
Our most popular flavor is a flavor that's we call it 4Blend, and that's our name for it. And it is a tobacco flavored with a kind of a caramel and just a hint of chocolate, and so it's kind of like a sweet tobacco.
I told you it was ice cream, right? Caramel with a little bit of sweet.
In my ice cream, though.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've been listening to Corey Halfhill. He is the president of Central Iowa Vapors, 5 metro locations, 8 in all. He is also the president for the advocacy group, Iowans for Alternative to Smoking and Tobacco, otherwise called iFast. Corey, thanks for being here today. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And for those of you who are not members of the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce, I invite you any Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock, to have coffee with Mary and Tiffany and Taylor and all the kids over there at the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. It is clearly one of the best chambers in the country, as they have been recognized for that. So we appreciate you listening. I'm J. Michael McCoy for Uniquely Urbandale. Oh boy, for the Urbandale Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yep. And then if you know where, I think they have a YouTube page that they work off of.
Okay.